Justin Gaethje is my friend. I'm gonna tell him don't do that with Ilia Topuria, man. You can't do that with him.
Yeah.
He hit so hard.
Everyone's already counting Gaethje out, and we've already learned you can't do that. I don't know, I've got a sneaky suspicion that Gaethje might pull off an upset here and surprise everyone. As you know, it's a fight. It's a fist fight. It can go either way. Anyone could beat anyone.
It's a banging main event. Justin Gaethje was always on this card. I think the holdup kind of was, we want to see what's going on with Ilia Topuria. Would he fight Islam?
$60 million.
It does Gaethje even worse, you know?
And dude, honestly, that's pretty fucking scary.
He doesn't.
I don't think
he doesn't. They're at another level.
Yeah,
I've trained with Ilia plenty since like his first UFC fight. I was calling her back then. This guy's gonna be champ. I'm telling you, he's gonna beat the brakes.
Ну и последнее, вот ты уже не раз давал понять, что Gaethje против Илии Топури это мисс-матч. Вот все-таки какой бы, не знаю, совет бы дал, может быть, Gaethje в той части, чтобы он там лучше выглядел, я не знаю, более конкурентным был бой.
Я бы ему сказал бы травмироваться во время подготовки, дать мне шаг, вступить в этот бой и забрать титул, и потом он со мной что-то.
Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje are officially lined up for a highly anticipated showdown on the UFC White House card. Topuria will be putting his lightweight championship on the line for the very first time, while Gaethje enters the fight with one final goal in mind: closing out his career by achieving his lifelong dream of becoming a UFC champion.
Is in fact going to be Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje for the lightweight title. A unification bout, of course. Gaethje won that belt back on January 24th. Ilia is the man. He won that belt in June of last year, and he's coming back to fight in the main event of the White House card. So it's Spain/Georgia versus the United States on June 14th. That's the main event. The co-main event.
The UFC White House card is set for June 14th, featuring a major Spain/Georgia versus USA clash. In the co-main event, Justin Gaethje reacted with pride and excitement to his fight against Ilia Topuria, calling it a huge honor to be part of such a high-profile event.
It's amazing. I kind of do, but it's I'm not almost crying, but I'm very proud.
Ilia Topuria sent a clear message to Justin Gaethje ahead of their White House showdown, saying he has no intention of humiliating anyone, but warning that the fight will be over quickly, and that Gaethje may not even realize what happened until it's already finished. While Gaethje, on the other hand, has responded with full confidence, stating he plans to knock Topuria out at the UFC White House card. And despite outside opinions like Stephen A. Smith's, he believes this fight is the true main attraction of the event and the defining moment of the entire night.
What's next?
Ilia Topuria on the White House. Has to be. No other option.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Walking out of the Oval Office, into the cage, wearing the flag.
Entertaining.
I think we're going to main event it. I think we'll be the main event.
Boom.
Let's go. Once in a lifetime.
I'm totally guessing throwing shit against the wall right now.
Yeah. Universe.
But I mean, what else?
You know what I think will probably happen? You know what I think will probably happen?
Let's see it.
I think there'll be co-headline. You'll be one of them so that they can say, like, the man who's never had a bad fight, definitely here. So that's a draw.
Yeah.
And then they put whatever else on there. So I think co-main event. I think for sure.
Co-main. Who's main?
I don't know. I think it'll be a huge, it'll be a big name thing.
McGregor's been tossed around.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
For that fight.
Yeah, I know it's past the time, but name-wise, right, I think that is
If it's McGregor, then McGregor's going to fight me and we'll be main event anyway.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, never had a bad fight. Okay.
Yeah, it would be if he didn't come back, they would strip him. I'd become the undisputed, and then McGregor gets to fight whoever he wants. So I guess that would be it.
Justin Gaethje shared that he was first informed he wouldn't be part of the White House event, but later received the news that he had actually been added to the card. And this unexpected change made the moment even more meaningful for him, increasing his excitement about competing on such a major stage.
2 days ago, I got a call and they said, "You're definitely not fighting on the White House card." So I was like,
Wow, really?
Okay. And then yesterday I got a call and they said, "You might hear something. You might be on the White House card." And I was like, "How are you going to go complete 180 turn on me?" And then today I found out that I was on it. I didn't know if I was main event.
Really? Oh, so it was a big secret. Even the fighters really did.
Arman Tsarukyan downplayed the matchup between Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje, calling it pointless and saying Gaethje doesn't have a real chance in the fight, while also making it clear that he believes he should be the one to face Topuria for the championship instead.
Ilia versus Gaethje is a good fight, but like no chance to Gaethje. Ilia has a better boxing, and I think he's gonna knock him out. They just waste time, you know, waste my time. They gotta put me versus Ilia, and I'll take his belt and easy money for.
Charles Oliveira has stated that Ilia Topuria has a strong chance of knocking out Justin Gaethje at the White House event. And he also predicted that by the end of the year, Topuria could move up in weight to challenge Islam Makhachev and eventually vacate the lightweight title. Oliveira believes Topuria is fully capable of finishing Gaethje in that matchup and sees a likely shift in divisions afterward. Meanwhile, Gaethje has reflected on the potential fight by saying that anything can happen in a sport as unpredictable as MMA, trusting in his knockout power while also accepting the danger coming back his way. And he views it as a true test of himself in the moment.
With how crazy this game is, how big of a fan I am, how many unpredictable things have happened, I can absolutely knock Ilia Topuria out on the White House lawn.
How do you know that?
Because I know how crazy this game is. I know the power I possess. I know the skills that I have.
He possesses a lot of power.
Of course, he could knock me out also,
right.
But there's no way to find out, and I also will. I just want the chance.
You want him?
Of course.
That's right.
Yeah, he's the champion. If I could do it, it will be the best script. Then I will believe this is all simulation, 100%. Because that was.
Rafael Fiziev broke down the matchup between Ilia Topuria and Justin Gaethje, pointing out Gaethje's unusual, rough striking approach, and how it often throws highly technical fighters off rhythm, turning bouts into messy, high-pressure brawls that suit Gaethje's game, especially as seen in his fight with Fiziev. And he added that if Gaethje is able to force that kind of chaotic pace against Topuria, then the fight could end up being far more competitive than many people are predicting.
Just completely count Justin Gaethje out, right? Like, he's still got some kind of shot. I mean, he's got nothing to lose. He could look at it as an opportunity where he's got nothing to lose, right? Like, you can't lose any worse than Max and Charles did. So, like, he can go out there and potentially catch Ilia.
So, I would say, because Justin's so good at, like, a dirty style of striking, it's like a dirty boxing, but kickboxing, whatever you want to call it, it throws good strikers off. Like, look at his fight with Rafael Fiziev. Rafael Fiziev is a very clean technical striker. You look at his fight with Rufi, it's a beautiful fight. It's a beautiful striking fight. You look at his fight with Bahamundos, beautiful striking fight. You look at his fights with Justin Gaethje and you're like, that's just an ugly slugfest, but that's because Justin Gaethje is able to make you fall into his fight. It may look ugly to you, but that's how Justin wants to fight. And if he was able to do that with Rafael Fiziev, I think he could possibly do it with Ilia as well. So I think the fight might be closer than people expect.
The MMA guru shared his thoughts on the White House main event between Justin Gaethje and Ilia Topuria, suggesting that Gaethje could be at a disadvantage in this matchup, and argued that even though many expect an American fighter to shine on such a big stage, Topuria has the skills needed to secure the win and potentially deliver a memorable finish. While he still called the fight a major headline attraction, he added that the overall card could have been stronger in terms of supporting bouts, but ultimately believes the outcome will come down to which fighter shows the sharper execution on the night.
Love this. A lot of people are talking about in the build-up, they're never going to have a US fighter lose in the main event. Yeah, they are. Justin Gaethje's going to lose to Ilia Topuria in the main event in the White House. If he pulls it off, it'll be cinema, okay? And I'll assume that the rig is in. And Topuria has been paid $10 million to make the US look good on the world stage. Because Gaethje, he's the All-American. He's red, white, he bleeds red, white, and blue, brother. You know what I mean? He's going to be there. He's the only American that's even in conversations to ever be in a title fight. Unless they did Yan O'Malley too. Which people would still complain about, by the way. But it's the only other way they could have a US fighter in a title fight. Jones was never coming back. But Topuria Gaethje's a sick fight. Amazing fight. Love it. I think it's great as the main event of this White House card. But we could have done with a stronger undercard. And that's where I think the improvements are to be made. But Topuria should win.
Paddy Pimblett believes Justin Gaethje still has a real chance to pull off an upset against Ilia Topuria, pointing out that many people are already writing Gaethje off even though MMA is always unpredictable. And he added that competing on such a massive stage in front of the president and a home crowd could give Gaethje extra motivation, which might make the result even more uncertain and have major consequences for the lightweight division moving forward.
And then my two mates in the main event, Ilia versus Justin. Ilia did say he was going to come back around this time, so June, perfect for him. And obviously Justin Gaethje said himself when he was fighting me, he wants to beat me and then go on to fight on the White House, and he's done it. You know what I mean? I thought to him, he said he was going to do that. That's a scrap. You know what I mean? They're going to come out and they're going to try and take each other's heads off. But everyone's already counting Gaethje out, and we've already learned you can't do that. I don't know, I've got a sneaky suspicion that Gaethje might pull off an upsetty and surprise everyone. As you know, it's a fight. It's a fist fight. It can go either way. Anyone could beat anyone. In the White House, he's probably going to have a little bit more motivation to go out there and win because it's in front of his presidents in his home country. We'll have to see how that one plays out, because obviously it's big implications for the rest of the division. I'm obviously going to be watching that, I'll have my eye on that, but I'm going to be focused on whoever I get to fight next. And
Jorge Masvidal warned that a matchup against Ilia Topuria could be dangerous for Justin Gaethje's career, predicting that Topuria would dominate and leave a strong impact that could make it difficult for Gaethje to continue comfortably afterward. He also reflected on Gaethje's past performances, saying that while he didn't look terrible, he also didn't appear at his best in certain fights, describing one of his bouts as more of a chaotic brawl, where Gaethje still managed to score multiple knockdowns and make it an entertaining fight. However, Masvidal ultimately suggested that Topuria could do even more damage in a similar situation, calling the potential outcome genuinely concerning.